right, hey everybody. This is Phaedra with your love story. What's your love story? Wow, that was a tongue twister. Anyway, so today we are here with Tim and Shenise. Thank y'all so much for coming.
You welcome.
I appreciate it. Oh, most definitely. I've been trying to get y'all in here. So, we had to coordinate schedules because y'all are so busy. But I just wanted to thank y'all again. And I introduced you, but I want y'all to tell us a little bit about yourselves. And, just, it doesn't have to be a whole lot. Then we're going to get this party going.
Okay. You want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I'm Tim Glenn, from Roanoke, Virginia. Been here for a while, though. They consider me a resident now. Chef / co-owner of Pretty Southern Catering. I enjoy what I do. I love grilling. I don't know what else you want me to say.
Hey, that's up to you. However much you want to give.
Yeah, it's me. Got
All
a bunch
right.
of kids. No, I'm just
A
messing.
bunch
I got 3 of them, but it feel like 15.
Feel like a bunch.
It feel like a whole busload.
All right.
I'm Shenise, Tim's wife, and all our babies' mama, and co-owner as well of Pretty Southern Catering with my husband, and just super excited to be here.
I'm
very
so
excited.
excited you all are here.
Very
I
excited.
actually feel really good. Usually I'm really nervous, especially since I don't know a lot about you all. So I'm usually really nervous
Yeah.
because the ones that I have interviewed, I knew at least something about them. So other than you all being caterers, and I love the soul rolls, just get a little plug in for that. But that's really, all that I know. So this is going to be exciting. I didn't come in nervous,
Good.
so this is going to be great.
Yeah.
So we're going to get this party rolling, and then, of course, just let us know, how did y'all meet?
Ooh, okay. So originally we met at Costco. He used to work at Costco.
Okay.
And I had got like 1-day assignment to work at Costco. And I was in there minding my business on my little post, and he
Looking
came
cute.
up. He
Come
came
on.
walking up, sashaying up, child.
Come on, Sashay.
Yeah.
And
She played me a little bit, though.
we talked for a little while.
We talked for a little bit.
And then he gave me his number, but I won't.
Okay.
At the time, I won't. I
You
won't.
weren't even interested.
Mm-mm.
Ooh, gave you the number, and for what?
For what?
He would text and stuff, and I would text back a
Oh,
little
so
bit.
you gave him your number.
He gave me his number. Did I
no,
give you my
you
number
gave
too?
I gave you my number,
Yeah.
and you gave me your Instagram. and then from there,
No.
it was a little talk, and
Oh.
then finally
Yeah.
I got the digits.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I had to work my way up.
I
yeah.
see. So how long did that take before you were able to get the digits?
It took a couple weeks.
Ooh.
Couple weeks. She made me wait on the digits.
I see you were holding out.
Yeah.
I was talking to another guy at the time,
Oh, okay.
and
I won.
Ooh. I love
I
it.
was
I
not
love it.
interested in his background.
The
At
guy's
time.
background or
No,
Tim's
his
background?
at the
Oh,
time.
okay.
But
Okay. We're
I
going to get
had-
into that a little bit later, I think.
Okay, but then it was like 3 or 4 months later, and I was going out with my friends, and he was at the same bar that we went
Oh, okay. Oh,
to. And so
kismet.
from there, it was
From
a
there.
little more,
Okay.
Yeah.
You were nice.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how you won.
Same.
You
Yeah.
won.
But
I was
from
tipsy,
there, we would have been inseparable. I don't think we've spent no time apart. Since
Oh,
then.
wow. So
Yeah.
tell us about this background.
My background.
Yeah, tell us about this background she was a little afraid of.
I had my baby mama.
Ah, yes. Got
Uh,
it. Say no more.
Not even that though. We had just broken up,
Oh,
but,
okay.
but wasn't broken up. I guess you can say.
He had time for that.
It was more.
I know
like,
that's right. Come
We
on.
broke up in September. It was what?
It was
April or something
It was
like
like
that?
February or March.
Yeah. So we had broke up in September, and I was trying to just talking, getting back in the dating pool and
Okay,
stuff
I
like
got
that.
you.
And I had been cheated on, so that kind of stuff
Ugh,
sends
yeah.
red flags
too
out
much.
there.
Definitely.
Yeah, so-
Definitely. Okay.
It was too much.
Yeah.
I was working though,
Team too
fly,
much.
being me.
Come on, Fly.
And, she forget to tell y'all she was on this little weight machine.
Forget about that part.
And
This older lady she had an assignment there too, and it was some machine that's supposed to work your legs.
Yeah.
I had on these really tight pants, and I'm like, ma'am, I don't want to get on this machine because it
Yeah.
like made you
Showing
like.
all the goods and making it jiggle.
Yeah.
So that's, I think
I
that's
could
what
pick
And
up
you,
a
really,
dick.
come on.
that's really what brought it over. I was like, Lord,
Yeah.
I ain't want to be mean to the lady. She was
Yeah.
older. I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, man.
That is
What's all
funny.
that back there?
Come on.
So,
Just a waving.
Just waving.
Yes,
Just
that
waving at me. I ain't scared neither.
Come on.
I am a person that's going to go get it in
Come
all
on.
aspects of life.
Well,
so.
see, I see. You
Yeah,
got her.
I got her. And
Come
she
on.
just purdy too with
Ain't
it. I
she
said,
pretty?
Yeah,
Aw.
she purdy.
She
And so
purdy.
I ran on over there. And did
I
my
know
thing.
that's right.
But yeah, we talked for a little bit. Found out she had Crohn's disease.
Okay.
And as me, like I said, I go get it. So I went and did my research on it. So when I
That's
did approach
dope.
her again,
That is dope.
she was kind of blown away about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's what kind of keyed it.
I was
in,
gonna
but-
say, did that win him? Or win
Yeah.
you?
That was one of the things that won me over. I was in the emergency room, and typically, guys I'm talking to, I wouldn't have said anything.
Okay.
Or I wouldn't expect them to do anything. But he not only came, I had to be admitted. He came and he stayed with
Oh
me.
wow.
And when I was, like when the doctors would come in, he would be very knowledgeable about my disease.
Okay.
And that stuck out.
Oh
So
wow.
that
So if
was-
you
that
don't
was one
mind,
of 'em.
tell us what Crohn's disease is, if you don't mind.
Sure. Crohn's disease is a autoimmune disease that affects your digestive system.
Oh,
So
okay.
anywhere from your mouth to your bottom. I actually have some canker sores going on right now.
Oh wow.
And it can cause inflammation in your colon, pain, ulcers, bleeding in your stool. At one point I had lost like 70 pounds in like a couple of months because you can just lose weight because you don't have interest in eating or because you're in so much pain.
Wow.
And so it's a really hard disease if it's not like in remission.
Oh,
And
okay.
for a long while there, I was going through pretty bad. I've had 3 surgeries and just a bunch of stuff.
Oh
but
wow.
God is
So
good.
then, yes, he is. So with the babies, did it affect you getting pregnant? I mean, obviously not, but I'm just.
No.
That may have been a dumb question.
No, they did tell me. I was diagnosed in 2008. I was 18 when I was diagnosed.
Okay.
And they did tell me at that time, like, it might be harder for you to get pregnant.
Oh, okay.
It has not been harder for me to get pregnant. It has been harder for me to carry. So with my daughter,
okay.
which was the worst one, I was sick as a dog the entire time with her. It wasn't as bad because I was in remission when I got pregnant with my sons.
Okay.
So with that girl, she took me through.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I don't want no
Lord.
more.
No,
Okay,
we done.
y'all are finished.
We
Finny.
We done.
Ty, I love you, but
They
we
hear
didn't
me
mean to
that-
have
they
that
hear me
last
that.
one.
We done.
We-
You hear me? Yeah.
My brother has 4.
Oh, you want-
They're
I
all
understand.
grown
understand.
I
now.
understand.
They're all
You
grown
understand.
now, but
They-
you know.
I ain't mean to have that last one.
Yeah, 4
From
plus
what I,
2.
from
4
what I
plus
heard,
2.
them being grown don't stop nothing.
No, it does
No.
not.
Because it don't
Absolutely.
I'm grown and ain't stopped nothing. I
Yeah,
still be
so-
calling my
Hello?
mama begging.
Hello. Well, beg quick.
Okay.
Well, absolutely beg quick. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you approached her 1st. All right. Who said I love you first?
Ooh, I think that was me too.
I
wasn't
think it was you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember who said I love you first. What does stick out is we had been dating for a few weeks, and he had to go to work, and he walked out and he was like, "I like you, like I love you."
Aw.
I like you a
I
lot.
like you. That was cute. I like you too.
I like you a lot.
You all right.
But
Yeah.
I don't remember who said I love you first.
Oh, okay.
I think it was me.
Okay.
I think it was me.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, just got finished relations.
You know.
Things got good to it, brother.
Hush your
Hold on.
mouth.
Okay, all right. You know, let the people in there. Turn the mic off. Turn the mic off.
Listen, I tell everybody this. I go where you go. So if you
yeah.
go there, I can go there. I don't go there first.
Oh, yeah.
But I can go there now.
yeah.
Oh,
You
my
know.
goodness.
But hey, it's real in the paint.
They say I'm free.
Come on.
Free as a bird.
Come on.
In the sky.
I'm here for it.
That's me. But nah, and that's one thing about me and her relationship though. We pretty, not saying we like open,
Yeah.
but like that's what I think keep me and her ball rolling is we pretty fun with each other.
Yeah.
We get serious when it's time to get serious.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, we have our moments, we have our fights and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But nothing's perfect. But at the same time, we we know how to talk to each other. We've learned how to talk to each other. But at the beginning of the relationship, we did put everything on the table, what we like and what we don't like.
Got you.
And I think a lot of couples fail to do that. They go off of past experiences.
And bring it in.
And they forget that the person that they with is a person too,
not that other person.
Yeah, they not that other person. I mean, you got to learn each other.
That's true.
And that's all aspects of the relationship.
That's true.
It's
definitely.
not just what you like to eat and how you like to sleep.
The cutesy
stuff, and not just. I mean, excuse my language, not just about sex. Either.
Yeah,
it's about the spiritual growth that you have with a person. It's about.
So sorry.
Oh, you okay? It's about
so embarrassing.
It's about learning how them persons conduct themselves around their parents, about what their parents like, about everything. I mean everything.
That's right. That's right.
I think that's what we did, and it's not saying the most successful thing.
But it's successful for you.
For us.
Yeah. So you mentioned that the arguments. I won't say fights because then you got people out there they really fight.
We done had one or two.
Yeah, she done put her hands on me, y'all. Help. Help.
Well, okay.
We done had one or two.
Well, but seriously, like how did y'all handle from the beginning to now? Like how did y'all handle conflict? Like when conflict would arise, how did y'all handle that?
I'll let you get your side first.
So the difference between then and now, I think, is we both matured mentally and spiritually. And I think that after fights, you have to learn how to let things go. So when we used to argue, because we're both very hot-headed, both very not gone.
I don't back down.
Right. Both very I don't back down. I think that's one thing that we did have to learn. Yeah, my earring came off.
It's okay. My phone rang.
Okay. It won't stay in. I think that's one thing that we both had to learn is that sometimes one of us is going to have to back down. One of us is going to have to be softer in the moment. And it might be different for each altercation.
Right.
But I think that's what I started. Honestly, I think I started doing that when we would get into these altercations. I'm like, okay, we have to figure out a way to disagree. We have to figure out a way to argue that doesn't make us want to leave.
Okay.
Because it had gotten to that point I think for both of us, honestly, when we would blow up, it would be so bad they were sitting there contemplating, like, is this really for us?
Oh, wow.
And at the end of the day, we both black people, so we like, you want to leave?
Right.
I'll leave too.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm interested in knowing the story of why you was throwing hands.
Oh. I wasn't throwing hands.
She threw hands, y'all.
I remember was it like the first argument that we had?
First argument we had, it was like right after we got married.
Like a week, literally, after we got married.
Wow. Yeah. What in the world sparked that?
She was in front of her daddy.
That's not why.
She was showing off.
Got a couple guns.
Ooh.
All right, big.
I don't even remember what the argument was about, but I do remember being very heated, and I did mush him.
She mushed me, y'all.
I did mush him.
It's like the third person that ever touched me in my face like that.
Ooh. So what was your response since she was in front of her deity?
I mean, I didn't care, but I just kind of drove off. I was in the car. She knew she could run.
Okay.
Yeah, she and then room. I was like, all right. Because the word of the streets, bro, get down. So
come on.
Let me get out of here.
Yeah, let me go.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I just drove off. Her dad was like, you got to come back and get her.
Because I was like, I'm going to just go here and chill at the house. I was at my mom and dad's house, and he was like, you can't stay here.
Y'all married. Y'all got to figure this thing out.
He said, no, you got to go.
You got a husband now, baby. Go ahead.
No, don't call on me.
Look, she mushed me and ran. I had the keys to the house. I went to the house to chill for a little bit. That's all. It wasn't that.
Did you go back and pick her up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Later that night. Had to let her sit and think about it. About 12.
Oh, did you ever mush him again?
She was fine.
I did mush him once more.
So you didn't learn.
It was several years later.
It was when I was pregnant with Landon.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It was over some cookies.
Ooh.
It was my fault.
It was over some cookies.
Ma'am.
This man, it wasn't even because I was pregnant. He had bought him a pack of cookies and got mad because we was eating the cookies. Like, every
man that's gonna watch this can relate to my story. Watch this. So, look at y'all. I'm talking to y'all. Right. Nobody in the house ever asked for these cookies.
Ah, yes.
Never wants these cookies. never talks about these cookies. As soon as I buy a pack,
it wasn't
and I'm not a
they
big,
had been sitting in there for a while.
I have not been. I'm not a big sweets guy, but when I buy something, I want it, right? Y'all want it, right? So I eat a little bit of it, and I let them sit in there for a while. Then I go back. The pack empty, and it's still sitting in the cabinet.
But my guy blew up, like going
Who
off
ate
on
the
me,
cookies?
going off on the kids. I'm like,
Everybody had to get it.
like
This sounds just like how my dad used to be. My dad, that is how my dad was. He
I
would
don't
buy
ask for
something.
nothing.
He would buy something, and he would test the waters, and he would just leave them out, leave it out, and just to see if anybody was going to eat them. So if anybody ate them, he didn't buy it anymore because it was like, okay, then I know it's going to get gone.
See?
This man like black cherry ice cream, so nobody's eating that. Who eats
I
black
ain't
cherry
gonna
ice
miss
cream? You don't have an issue. It's going to stay right there in that freezer, and then it would get frost
Right.
burn, because then he wouldn't eat it. So.
him.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
That is so
I
funny.
don't do that, but
You didn't get the kids were little and they was getting screamed on.
Everybody was getting screamed on.
So yeah, we had to I need you to calm yourself down.
You
over
need
some
to
cookies.
you need to stop. It's not that deep.
Yeah, but since then, I have not done it since then.
Okay.
And I'm grateful where we are now because
Okay.
we've learned how to have altercations. I've learned to let him have his space.
Okay.
Let him have some time.
Yeah, because that was one thing she used to do was
I wanna
talk
talk
to me
about
about
it
it
now.
right
I
now.
wanna
And
talk
I'm
about it
like,
right
no,
now.
you don't want to hear what I got to say right now.
Got you.
You don't
I've
want
learned
that.
to just be like, okay, let me let him have some time, and then I go back and be like, are you okay now? Can we talk
Yeah.
now?
Okay.
And that's helpful. And I think for him, one thing that I see him trying to do is to be calmer in the way that he speaks to me. Because for me, it's a principle. Once you raise your voice at me, once you get physical
Shutting
or
down.
aggressive with me, I'm not shutting down. I'm matching your
bounce
energy.
back.
Oops.
She be trying to bounce back.
I'm matching your energy, and we can't even discuss the issue at hand
Okay.
because now
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a principle thing now. Like
Gotcha.
now you talking to me like you're crazy.
Okay.
And I don't like
Okay.
that.
I got you. I got
So,
you.
We've done better. He's done better at trying to stay calm in moments and like, well, babe, I don't appreciate that, or I didn't like that, or you let the kids do such and such, and I disagree. So
Okay.
we're getting better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's good. So, did your I always say this. I love to ask this question. So, did your parents' marriage or relationship play a part in your outlook
Yeah.
on relationship,
I think on both
love,
of
marriage? So
Yeah,
what
for
was
sure.
that like?
Am I?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay, so long story short term, Tim. My parents, they got married a little bit later. I think I was like 11 or 12 when they got married.
Okay.
But my mom and dad, now they fought for real.
Oh, okay.
And they would have a lot of arguments. And my dad, he was a street dude, so
Oh, okay.
he would leave out 3 or 4 weeks at a time. He would drink a lot and stuff like that. And he had his past, and I don't hold it against him now. We actually
Okay.
have a very, very good relationship.
That's awesome.
Me and my mom, we're a little rocky here and there.
Okay.
But my getting older, actually going through life and other relationships, I could see now, looking back, how I act like my dad, in those moments.
Okay.
But one thing that I keep myself on going into this relationship was I'm not going to leave. You know what I'm saying? We're going to stick it out. I'm going to say what I got to say. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to stick around. I can't leave
Yeah.
3 or 4 days and think everything going to be okay.
Right.
But then coming into this relationship, and I'm going to let her talk about it more, but coming into the relationship, seeing her dad and her mom and her stepmom, and her bonus mom, I'm sorry. I was trying to think of the word, but it wouldn't come to me. And then her mom and her bonus dad, the relationship that them four have is nothing that I had ever seen before.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Like for real. Not even just the way that they handle their children, but just the way that they operate together as a family
As
unit.
a family.
Man, it's amazing. And if I could have that you know what I'm saying, with my family, I would love it.
Okay.
So once I started seeing that, and the way that both her dads handle arguments and situations, just period, I was like, I need to get like that. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
There's nothing wrong with being like another man especially when he's good.
Something positive.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying that follow and do all this stuff, the way the world works now, but be around Anthony Wilson and Patrick Hauser for a couple of days. You'll get what I'm saying. Like, they both spiritual men.
Okay.
I mean, my dad. My dad too. And I can't leave him out. I don't want him to see him. Be like, what about me? But the spiritual and the man growth in them is so promising and so amazing to see. I mean, if you don't want to be like that when you're around 50, 60 years old, man, I don't know what else goals you're trying to be. But yeah, just to see that and whatnot, it just boosted me in my relationship with her. Like, okay. I want to be there for my kids. I want to be there for her the way they are. And you know what I'm saying? And at first I thought it was her comparing me to them.
Oh, okay.
I did. I always, don't be comparing me to your daddy. No, and
what you want me to do? That's all I got to go off of.
Right. Come on.
But yeah, so it was. And then I started to, study my Bible and doing stuff like that. Okay. And the path of a righteous man.
Right.
And sometimes people say you favor Pat a little bit when you do your mannerisms. I mean, I thought it was a bad thing at first, but actually it's good. You know what I'm saying? It's good because they all been married over 20-something years. Okay. And not saying that they had a perfect relationship. Right. You know what I'm saying? They doing something right.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? They, but
all right.
It's on you now.
On you, ma'am.
It's on you. So what you gonna do? So I agree with everything he's saying in the ways of my parents, but growing up in the house, so I have two sets of parents. I lived permanently with my mom and my bonus dad, but I would go and visit my dad and my bonus mom occasionally, and I got to see two different marriages. So with my mom and my bonus dad, while they had a great marriage, they were a lot like us in the beginning, very hot-headed with one another, had a lot to learn. And one thing that I learned from my mom and my bonus dad is that you don't tell everybody what your partner has done to make you mad, because you get over it, you move on,
and they haven't,
and they still holding grudges.
Yes.
And for a while, I would see my family, like my extended family, be very upset with my bonus dad, and sometimes my mom would not understand, or sometimes we wouldn't understand, and they would be talking about them, and not trying to cause any friction or anything. But this is in the past. And so that was one thing I learned. Like, when things happen, find you a trusted advocate that you can go to talk to about things in your marriage. And I always used to say that I don't want to argue in the way that my parents used to when we were younger. And I mean, we started out that way, and I knew that quickly. Like, this has to change because the people that we are, it's not gonna last.
Right.
And then on the flip side, with my bonus mom and my dad, I never saw them argue.
Oh, okay.
I never saw them argue. I'm sure they had disagreements, but I never saw it or heard it or anything. They were always laughing.
Wow. There's somebody mowing the lawn behind us, guys.
Thank you for cutting the grass today. We appreciate that.
And it's probably ringing in the super producer's ears right now.
It's all good. It's all good.
Oh, my goodness.
Right.
But yeah, I never saw them argue. But another thing that I never really saw from them is them being passionate with one
another. I got you.
And I do think that seeing all of that affected who I became as a person and the wife that I would become.
Okay.
And so there was a lot of good. There was a lot of good on both sides, but there were things that I knew that I didn't want to take in as well.
Right,
so
right.
I feel like I took what I needed and left what I didn't.
Right. Okay, that's a great way of putting it.
Yeah.
So what are your love languages?
Ooh. So my love language is definitely acts of service.
Yeah, mine's is gifts, I think.
No,
okay.
Your love language is physical touch.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
And
See,
gifts.
after what I put on Facebook today, I thought yours would have been physical touch.
Really?
Trying to get in that man's T-shirt.
Well, you know what? I think
That be her for real. I'd be like, bruh.
That's what she said.
Back up, Terry.
it is, for real. For me, though, the best thing you can do for me if you want to show me love is to pick up and do something without me having to ask.
Okay.
That's how I know that you care about me.
Gotcha.
That's what he did in the beginning. He would come in. I was sick one time, and he saw that I was falling behind on bills, and he went into his own savings account and paid my bills, and I never asked.
Okay.
And that was another thing, like, okay, this might be the one. But as far as, like, the thing that you share, I don't know, I just feel safe with my husband.
Okay.
And
Well, he said he was a street dude, so you know.
I don't know,
Used
but
to be.
I can live. I can live. Like, why are you in the living room? Come here with me.
Every night. I'll be like, I just need
Don't you just
an
want to lay
hour.
with me?
I just need
Just
an
a
hour
little bit.
to catch up on the show.
So speaking of that, so is it important for you to have your separate time?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even though
Okay.
we haven't really spent too many days away from each other, we try to give each other our own oasis when
Okay.
it comes down to it.
Okay.
She's not weird, but baby weird sometimes. Nah.
I do be baby weird. I ain't gonna
I be
lie. Sometimes I do be baby weird.
Hey, but
So explain baby weird.
ooh,
Okay. I like the way he smells.
Oh, okay.
mhm.
So who doesn't like the way a baby smells?
Not a baby. I like the way he smells.
No, I'm just saying though. I'm assuming baby weird is like, you know how you like to smell babies, like babies.
Yeah,
just
I
smell.
be all up on them.
Yeah, so that's why.
I be all up on them. Like,
Yeah, she
just let
like-
me smell you for a second. Come here.
I be like, hey, I just came from outside. Move on.
You smell
I
like
it,
outdoors.
I like it. No, that's
I
one
like
thing
his
she
natural
Yeah, my
musk.
natural musk.
Okay, I
she
got
likes
you.
that,
I
yeah.
got you.
I
That
do.
is
Right.
hilarious.
I don't know. I do. I like it.
Mhm.
Come here. Let me smell you.
Yeah, I'm like, all right.
So funny. So when she first did that,
Uh-huh.
how was that?
What? Okay.
Why do you wanna
smelling
smell
my
me?
shirt? Bro? Dirty clothes. I know I took a shower and I sweated, but
That
but
is
it was
funny.
I mean, it kind of threw me off a little bit, but then at the same time, I like the way she smelled too.
Uh-huh.
And not to copy her. I loved her natural smell as well.
Yeah.
And I think what else she liked though is I used to give these crazy massages all the time, and she liked me to. I like to rub on her. I like that. Look at that pretty skin.
Oh my
Skin
gosh.
just be pretty. So yeah,
Come on.
yep, that was it. That's
Well,
mine.
Yeah, we have baby weird moments.
yeah, we got yeah.
That's fine. I
But,
love it. I think it's so cute.
I like, but back to the giving each other time.
Yeah.
Sometimes, well, a lot of times, I know she likes to go in her own prayer room, prayer closet, or I wake up at 4 in the morning, babe, praying, laying oil on you. Wake up and you see a hand coming to you. What?
Pray. We got to pray.
Right.
I'm gonna pray.
All right,
Come on.
look,
Come
all
on.
right.
You just greasy.
Yeah, it's greasy. You wake up like this.
And then it's like, dang, am I wrong if I wipe it
All
off?
right.
But I am greasy.
Sometimes you don't know. You just wake up and be like,
You baby greasy.
Oh,
Because you know how you
man,
grease
yeah.
a baby up.
babe was praying this morning. Lord have mercy. Let me put that back on.
Pray.
Uh,
I love it.
But,
I absolutely love that.
And she'll let me have a little time on the
Yeah.
game sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't play it a lot. I'm not like a huge gamer, but
Okay.
she know when I need my moment, she'll come grab the kids. Like, y'all get daddy a moment. Y'all
He
want
got
to
the
do the
amp on
beat.
y'all.
Yeah,
Trying to
yeah.
save y'all.
I'm trying to
Right,
save y'all.
exactly. Come on.
I'm trying to say, 'cause I
Be right there.
she does a lot of like financial and stuff like that.
Okay.
And she handles like a lot of the like talking to the business people and
Oh,
stuff
okay,
like that.
okay.
And of course, I handle a lot of the cooking and stuff like that. But
Okay.
in my mind, all day is just current like recipes, what I'm gotta do,
Oh,
what I
got
gotta
you.
do, what I gotta do, physical, da da da. You know what I'm saying? I'm just. Ugh.
Okay.
And then we love presentation and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and just preparing. We like to be prepared people. So
Okay.
just preparing all the time.
Yeah.
It just weighs on me a lot.
Okay.
And
Okay.
And she see it. She's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, come on.
Got to get you away.
Leave daddy alone. Let him watch his TV for a minute. Baby, you need a nap. I'm like, yeah.
Just a little one. All right. So listen, we're gonna come right back. All right. Y'all stay.
Is it live?
No.
Oh.
Look at you. We'll be back. He was telling me to wrap it up.